Hello everybody, welcome back to Frontier Mentality. You're going to hear some noises in the background. I am pressure canning and we're at the 10-minute vent stage. So that's what that hissing noise is. It is almost mind-blowing that the weather pattern that we're in is an El Nino pattern. Some are calling it the Super El Nino, the Godzilla, you know. It's just really crazy weather, and it's happened throughout history. In 1877, it happened in 1610 through 1612 or 11. I can't remember. These are very bad droughts. This is also very bad weather. So yesterday, this is July the 1st. So yesterday was the last day of June. Here in Northwest Georgia, heat index was 105. Y'all, that's crazy. We're used to the heat and we're used to the humidity, but when it gets that hot, it's miserable and just terrible to be in. It's mind-blowing, the heat. So we are going to discuss some best electrolytes to use. Some that you can just buy if you don't want to make. We have those options too. We also have options if it's too expensive that you can make it from your garden. And let's see. And how to help your pets and your livestock during this time as well as you. Okay, let's do some electrolytes. All right, for best daily hydration, 1.5 cups of unsweetened coconut milk, or not milk, water. 1/2 cup of fresh orange juice. 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon or lime juice. And a pinch of salt. They're blasting on the road over there, so they're going to be a little crazy, and I'm trying to keep them cool as well. No, ma'am, that's enough. Be quiet. You're okay. No. You're okay. Come here. You're okay. I heard it. You're okay. It's scary outside. Okay. So, and a pinch of salt. You shake it until the salt dissolves. It is recommended for you to drink if you work in industry plants, or if you work in construction, or if you work roadside like these people down here are building a road, or you mow yards and you do lawn work outside for a living. So at the very minimum, you drink 8 ounces every 30 minutes to replenish your body if you're sweating. Now if you're inside most of the day, you probably want 1 or 2 because you're going in and out and you will sweat. So you need to replenish your body with electrolytes. Okay, lemonade. 2 cups of filtered water. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. 2 tablespoons of raw honey. Shake until the salt dissolves. Now, when you're doing the salts, you can do the iodine salts and you can do the Himalayan or any of the mineral salts. All will work for this. So I don't think you need a special salt. The mineral salts are a little bit better for your body, but in a pinch, table salt will work too. Sea salts as well. Okay, we got cucumbers coming in and they're coming out your ears, right? So now we're going to do cucumber water. And it's also electrolyte because we're going to give it the twist it needs to be one. So you're going to get 2 cups of filtered water. 1/2 teaspoon of lemon or lime juice, whichever you prefer. Or you can leave out. But it's better to have some type of citrus in most of these electrolytes. It helps your body process it better. And then 2 teaspoons of sweetener. Now, they suggest the best sweeteners that are natural. Yes, you can use beet sugar. It does come, beet sugar comes from a white beet. It's been modified a little bit for the sweetness, but it's still natural. And a lot of people are probably going to leave comments in there. Just don't. I'm giving you the options. You can do cane sugar. You can do, what is it, agave? Or no, not agave. Yeah, agave, maple syrup, or date syrup. And, or you can even do molasses too. Natural is best for any type of drink that you're going to do. Now, if you do molasses, it's going to change the color of your water. And same for the maple and date syrups. It will change it to a little bit of a darker color. Make sure you're getting plenty of popsicles during this time period as well. Now, the most famous ones are buying your Gatorades, Element. I'm not even sure how you pronounce it, but it's really good. The BAI or BAL Wonder, it's Wonder Water. Now they have it in the coconut pineapple, coconut strawberry. And it has all of this, is all what I've been reading to you in it. They also make it with just fruit drinks, but minus the coconut water. So you have to judge what you want for the best electrolyte for your body. Okay, now we're going to discuss some cooling tips for your livestock, your outside. This is for all outside animals, okay? Now, if you have, most farms do, they have a shaded areas, mostly around ponds or creeks. That's great. That gives them a good place to go cool off. If you don't provide some type of shade, lean-tos out in the pasture or a tarp strung up or something to allow them to have some shade, and change the water at least twice a day for livestock if you're supplying the water. If they have the pond and the creek, they're fine. As long as it's still flowing, that is. If it stops flowing because of the drought, you might want to remember twice a day, try to change your water out. Hold, please. Now I'm watching it to come up the pressure. I had to tune it, so I might have to scoot over a little bit. Okay, now for the dogs that are outside for whatever reason during this heat, make sure that you have like a kiddie pool water so they can cool off. Change that water out daily too for them. I know it's a thing. But if you don't want to be changing out a kiddie pool for whatever reason, because you're not, try to allow them on a carport, but change their drinking water regardless. At least do it in the morning and then in the evening, so they can stay hydrated themselves. You can freeze bone broth into ice cubes and give them a cool treat. If your dogs are like my dogs, Miss Sadie loves cucumbers, so we give when we cut the ends off the cucumbers and peel them, I save my peels because that dog loves them, so they go in the refrigerator, she gets a cold treat. Also, you can wet your dog down. You can squirt it with a water hose in the morning. If they live outside, it helps them regulate their temperature. Especially older dogs have a harder time. Because of this heat that we're under, I have bought these. Now, people have them. They go on People too. And ours is coming, should be here Thursday. But this is for a pet. It velcros around their neck. You soak it in cold water and it rests on their chest, and it helps them regulate their temperature. Now Becca and Joy each got one of these because they're younger dogs. Now Sadie, she's an older dog, so I got her, it's the same concept. And they come in many sizes, and I'm still going to have to alter this one a little bit. Because, you know, even though this is an extra large, and I did measure, she's still a little too chunky for it. So, I know how to sew a little bit, so I'm just going to make it longer on one side so it fit her more comfortably. So this, you wet it down and it's cool. And then she still doesn't really like it. She has stepped on it and the other two have walked on it. It's a cooling mat, so you also get this wet. Now this will work for outside animals too if it's on a carport or in their on a flat surface. So you get it wet and it will give them something to lay on to stay cool. Now if you got small children or seniors, I would highly suggest that you go ahead and also buy the cooling wraps to go around your neck, even if you live inside. Of course, most of us do live inside, right? Hopefully. Like I said, I'm canning this morning, trying to get what the garden needs me to do inside and get what I need done too, because it's hot, but the garden didn't stop, right? Oh, coconut, or not coconut, I'm drinking this. It's really good. So, what I was saying, older adults and children also need these cool wraps, because if you live in any town that has a data center and everybody's going to raise the price or raise their air, try to keep cool, this will help. It will also, because what I'm saying is there's liable to be rolling blackouts. The data center, and if you're on that same power line, you probably won't lose power, but the rest of us most likely will. I saw this yesterday and it made perfect sense to me, because we all use sunshades, sun visors in our car to help keep our car cooler so we don't burn the mess out of ourselves when we get in. You can get these in any camping section, and you can get them, I think the dollar store or Dollar Tree actually has them as well. So what it is a Mylar blanket. It keeps you warm in emergency situations. But the video that I saw yesterday suggests that you place them with the shiny side out. Place them on your windows, and they suggested to use painter's tape because it will peel away easier. It will help keep your house cool. I am going to try this in 2 different rooms that doesn't get a lot of air to see if it actually helps keep it cooler, and if it does, I will probably continue putting them throughout the house, because if my power ever does go out, I don't want to be sitting in a hot box if I can keep the inside of my house cool. So this is something I am going to try myself. So there's that. Have popsicles, limit your time and activity outside. As if I'm pointing my finger back at me as well. So when you point, I've got 4 going back. I'm taking my own advice. Get outside early to do your garden work. Do it late in the evening when the sun is setting. It's still hot, but it's much cooler. If you're canning, can early morning or late nights. It helps keep the house cool. Keep your blinds and everything shut during the day. Like this side of the house gets the most sun during the most of the day. So this side stays closed off. This side stays open, so there's still some sunlight in here. And when it's on this side of the house, this side gets to be opened. It's just ways to find to beat the heat. Hang clotheslines. Your clothes are going to be dried, I guarantee you, probably less than 20 or 30 minutes. Towels may be a little longer because it is so stinking hot here in the south. For all the ones that are flooding, I am praying for you and praying for you to have a safe location to go to. I saw that Kentucky and parts of Tennessee is flooding. I saw in Idaho where they had hail come down and then their roads and stuff flooded, and snow. Can you believe it? We're under a sweltering heat dome and they're getting snow because of this crazy pattern. So y'all, get as much food as you can on the shelf. Shelf stable food, not freezer food, shelf stable. If you live where data centers are and they do the rolling blackouts, all that food can be lost. All right, everybody, please stay safe. Please get ready. Please get prepared and stay hydrated.